I'm pretty sure that you were thinking that we weren't. That we were going to stay a little bit late. You can think whatever you want to think. First things first, I need to make sure that the audio is where it needs to be. And let's get to the Just Chatting stream. Where's the music? See, I gotta get a new director. DJ. Neutronic? I'm really early. And Quartz. Wait. See, you guys always change your name. Because now I wonder, who is this? Who am I speaking to? How are we doing today? How are we doing, amigo? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to pull up my chat boxes. I wanted to stream the Just Chatting an hour early, but it was like super hot today. It was like literally 90 degrees today for absolutely no reason at all. And me personally, I have zero clue why it rained yesterday and then it got like super hot today. Our buddy 12 Tetris. What's up? It's me, Avi. Avi, you changed your name? Well, you did have 30 days to do so now that I think about it. Ash Gaming. It was 1:10 today. I'm not gonna lie. Today, when I looked at the weather, I was like, "Oh, it's the weather," and it said that it was going to be like 90 degrees today, but like it felt like when I tell you guys that it literally felt like it was just like if you were to walk outside, right? It literally felt like I was cool. And then when I went outside, I had a coat. I had like a heat coat on. I know it's probably a weird thing to say, but it felt like I had a coat on. And when I went back inside the building, facility. When I walked back, because I was working, so when I walked back in the facility, it felt like it just took the heat a while to get off of me. And I'm like, I look to the left. I'm like, it is baking outside and baking outside. It is both baking and bacon outside. It was like just like humid today. I don't even know if it was as hot as it was humid, but it was like it was just like sticking. February of 2021 was snowing and made so many people electricity go out. It did. I remember that snowstorm. There was a snowstorm previous, there was one snowstorm before that one that was worse than that. I think after that snowstorm, a bunch of trees had fallen down, and I remember that day I was waiting on the bus to go home, and the bus never came. When I tell you, what's up, Dragon? When I tell you, I walked home from school. Like, when I tell you that I walked home and I'm like, you know what? It's no point even waiting for a bus because all of the buses were full. I'm walking home and it was like I was walking home in the middle of like a blizzard. Like, that's how crazy the snow was. Like, I was walking through maybe like maybe a foot. Yeah, about a foot and a half of snow. And I was wearing Converses that day. You have no idea how soaked my feet were, but I started to play like this little game where cuz I played this game called Dead Space 3. And in Dead Space 3, you know, you land on like this snow planet. And in a snow planet, there are times where like you have to like travel through the snow. But the way that your character walks through the snow was like this. I was walking through the snow like that. So at some point, I'm like, oh, video games. But yeah, when I got in the house, when I kid you not, like I think it was like a hair dryer. Man, I turned the hair dryer on and I put it on the ankles. Like when I tell you that my legs from the ankle down was so tingly, I was like, I need to warm up. Like, I had to thaw out. Like, my feet were like hurting. But I know that if it's hot further up north, I know Texas is crazy hot right now. And if not right now, it was crazy hot today. Like, I can't really imagine being in like 100-degree weather, because I know it has happened before, and it's like you really don't like once the day is done and then it's nighttime, it's like, man, today was like hot. It was really hot. And then it's like oh, you almost can't put into words what it felt like. When I traveled to Mexico, it was 10. Humid as heck. 100%. I felt sweat on my neck. There's nothing more that I don't like. Let me put this to life. There is nothing more. Like, there is nothing more that I can't stand about like getting hot and getting sweaty than when the back of your shirt gets sweaty. I absolutely hate it. I hate it with a passion. You want to know why? Because I never bring an extra shirt. So what I'm wearing is literally like what I'm wearing. Like, it is the worst feeling when you wear like a tank top and a shirt, and then like you know that the shirt, like, you're starting to sweat and then your shirt gets a little sweaty, but then your tank top is like a wet blanket on your back. I'm like, please get this off of me. But then you can't take your shirt off. I'm like, I have to go in the building, so like I can't just not take my shirt off. It's the worst feeling. And I think from now on, I think it's a great idea to do that. So like actually start bringing like an extra shirt and like a tank top with you, because you know, like, even though it was like hot today, it's only going to get hotter. It's only going to get hotter. And yours truly does not wear shorts. Like, I don't wear shorts outside, so I have to be super, you know, like super mindful of like when it gets like super warm, because I like shorts, but I'm not wearing shorts outside. I don't know what it is. I just don't like wearing shorts, because there are a lot of shorts that are like jean shorts, and jean shorts are just, they look retarded to me. They look stupid to me. So I would much rather wear like a pair of pants and have like nothing underneath them. Of course, underwear, but other than that, nothing else underneath. But that's something that I rarely do. Like, I really just put on a pair of pants and then just not have like a long john underneath. And I'll be honest, I don't care how hot it is. Like, I'll still wear long johns underneath, but not like thick ones, like super thin, like long johns, and it's actually our buddy Fan says here before 1K. You were here, Fan. You were here, and you were welcome. How are we doing, amigo? How are we doing today? But like yours truly does not wear shorts, and that's why for me, I actually need to buy more shorts. And the reason why I need to buy more shorts is because I don't have any. I have one pair of shorts, and I'm wearing shorts right now. I mean, here we have inconsistent weather patterns. I don't know what's worse. Inconsistent. Hold on, I'm looking. Why is there a thingy thing? Drop due to spam protection. This Twitch account is too new. Yeah, our buddy Atomic. But yeah, like it gets way too hot, man. You're like one of my favorite small streamers. I appreciate you, Fan. Why you gotta be so nice? I appreciate you. Protect your eggs.
You will give me an egg.
That was a little loud. I wasn't really expecting how loud that was, but I appreciate you, Fan. I appreciate you, amigo. But it's like it gets super hot, man. So we sometimes get snow in May. Who's we? Cause wait, did we get snow in May? I don't think it snowed in May. I think it snowed in April. I think. I can't remember. It's so crazy that like you almost don't even remember the fact that it was like January. Like January was like 4 months ago. You don't even remember that. Where I live, it sometimes happens. You'll sometimes get snow. So do you get snow in June? And like, I know it may be a weird thing to ask, but my question is, if it snows, is it cool outside or is it warm? Cause has it ever rained outside, like where you guys were? Like, has it ever rained and it was still like warm outside? I'm like, yo, it's so warm out here that the rain is almost warm. Like, you know, when you get caught in the rain, that rain is cold. But sometimes, like when it was raining, I'm like, it's almost like it's raining like lukewarm water. I remember a day like that, but this had to have been years ago. But it's like the only things that I really remember. I remember the floods. I remember I don't remember the heat waves, but I remember the floods, and I remember like the snowstorms. I don't know, for some reason, maybe I just always remember the colder things. What was the hottest temperature where you live? The hottest temperature that I think it ever got up here was like 102. I think. What's up, BMX Shorts? What's up? Imagine if all your subscribers were in this live. Do you know how crazy that would be, Fan? Having 800 people strong. I'll be grateful for 50. Just having that many people, that would be absolutely insane. What would I be able to talk about? Or not even that. I wouldn't be able to keep up with the chat at all. This song is called Let's Go by Linsco. It's not bad because I like the beat is like, it gives you a moment to Dragon. Hold on, let me read this. BMX, something from BMX. Oh, Lissandro. I have to remember your name because we recently had someone change your name. I think that was Quartz that changed his name to Neutronic. Neutronic is pretty decent, but it really depends on you guys, or like if you guys like your name. But you guys always change it, and I know on YouTube you can basically change it for free. You can keep changing it. Whereas on Twitch it's like a wait period to like if you change your name, you have to like wait like 30 days to change it again. Fan says, "Yo, any new game you playing next?" By the looks of it, we had a poll on Discord, and Metal Gear Revengeance won. Now, although we didn't get a lot of votes on it, we did get 5. Last time I checked, we had 5 votes in the games. On the poll was Metal Gear Revengeance, Apex Legends. What were the other 2? I can't remember the other 2 for some reason. Let me check, so I can actually read the games off of the poll. You have to wait 58 days or a month to change it. Yeah, you do have to wait 30 days. It's a month. It's a month to change your name on Twitch. That's why for me, like, when I was telling you guys about the story about like when I changed my Twitch name, and I had to make sure that it was something that I actually wanted. And I'm like, you know, it has to make sense because I'm going to change it once, and I'm gonna leave it like that, and it's actually gonna be the name that I'm really gonna rock out and just, you know, do my best to bring it to new heights. So the games that we had, the games that I had on the poll was Metal Gear Revengeance, Mario Strikers Battle League. That's actually it's a game on Nintendo Switch, and it's a soccer game. It's like Mario Soccer. The game just came out. What's up, Henna? Monty, I see you, amigo. Dragon says, no, Tector says I have 58 days at the moment. Dragon says we had snow in June like once, but it caused a major flood because of all of the snow that melted and the water raised by like 10 to 12 feet. 10 to 12 feet. That's a lot. So the games that we had were Metal Gear Revengeance, Mario Strikers Battle League, the Resident Evil 2 remake, which we have to finish anyway, and then we have the Apex Legends ranked matches live. And we got a total of, well, minus me, we got 4 likes. We only got four votes on that entire poll, and I posted that poll maybe like 3 days ago. And Metal Gear Revengeance, all of the votes that we had went straight to Metal Gear Revengeance. So we're gonna be playing Metal Gear Revengeance. I don't know if I want to save it for Sunday. I may wanna stream, like, it depends. I might hit us with a double stream Saturday. Henna says, oh, Fan says, I joined the live when I'm sleepy. Hope you understand. I understand, Fan. You're going to fall asleep. I guarantee it. And it says, well, you look idiotic. Ash Gaming says a whole lot of nonsense. Monty, I got a lot of levels for you tomorrow. I will be waiting, Monty. And I will be playing those levels. If you have a lot of levels, I guarantee that I'm going to beat one of them. I'm not going to beat them all, but I think I may beat one. Ash Gaming says, sorry. Sorry for what, Ash? Oh, keyboard lagging? I've never heard of keyboard lag. Henna says, CPOT2. What is that? I need to know. Is that a video game? It's not. I thought it was a video game. Unless that's just one of those theory things. Like one of those theory channels. Have you played Crab Game yet? I haven't played that yet. I think the community, someone in the community requested it, but like it wasn't a community request, if that makes sense. Oh, that's what this is? Huh. Don't you need a bunch of people to play that? Grub Dragon says, Grubby, you said the water raised by 10 to 12 feet. It was Oh, 10 to 20. Oh, my apologies. I read it wrong. And you're not going to beat any of my levels. Money, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'm going to catch a GG. Why you hating so much, Money? Why you hating? Nothing but a hater. But yeah, other video games that we had, because when I think about all of the games that we played so far and all of the games that we've beaten all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games to my satisfaction. We've beaten all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. And there's no point in me, like, I think I've attempted most of them. We played, we finished off the One Night at Flumpty series. We played the Joy Creation, beat that. That took us a couple of weeks, but we beat that. Dragon says, also, Tamara, how far do you think you would get on Laser Revival? Now, the question is, Dragon, will I be able to make it back to the part that I was at? Because I think where I left off, I lost at, maybe 30% in that level? So, if I can make it to that point without struggling, then I may be able to break the record. Possibly. Because the funny thing is, like I always say, every time, once we end the Geometry Dash stream, I am not practicing levels. Like, I don't practice levels. I just get off. And then, I think you lost at the spider. I'm not. And I think, you know what? If I did lose at the spider, I lost at the very beginning of it. Because I don't really remember the spider too much. Hoo-wee. But so like this week seemed like it was a bit of it was all right. It was all right. Anytime that I think of like how my week was overall, I can't complain. Like, I don't think that I can ever complain about like how the week went, because it's like the week, it was all right. The week was it was all right. Like I almost forgot that I uploaded a level compilation part 2. I uploaded that, and I uploaded that Wednesday, I believe. And then I still have yet to drop the Try Not to Laugh Challenge 6. I still have yet to drop that for you guys. Because last time, and that was a voting poll on YouTube. It got like 25 votes. So I have to fulfill that. What's up, Only Sample? Welcome. I have to fulfill that for you guys. This summer, I'm going to build a treehouse for my younger brother with the skills I got from school. See? That's how you do it, Dragon. That's how you do it. When I was little, I wanted to build a treehouse, but it ended up being like a shelter on the ground. It never made it up the tree. And I think that first off, you need planks. You need like 2x4. Of course, you need nails. And you need a healthy tree to build a treehouse. And the funny thing is, I've never seen a treehouse in real life. I've never seen one in real life. I've only seen a treehouse in like video games, or in Minecraft if I made one. That's the only time that I've ever seen like a treehouse. But a real treehouse, do you know how exciting or how fun it would be for me to build a treehouse in real life? And then like, you know what? I would build the treehouse for a family, and I would charge them like $5,000 to do it. Want to know why? Because building a treehouse by yourself, it's going to take a while. If you just rock out for a day, you have to wake up from like sun up, and it can't be too hot. You know, you would have to be like a nice maybe 60-degree weather day. Clear skies, no rain, no wind, and you could probably be done. If you had the experience, you would probably be done with your treehouse in what, a week? I was gonna say a day, but Cause I know you gotta build the stakes up the tree so that you can climb. Then you gotta make sure that you have ground to level everything out and build that. And then you have to think about how big the tree house would be. You would have to be able to cut your wood in a certain way. Like there's more to a tree house than I think. How about we look it up on YouTube? See, look at this. And the way that these guys are doing. Hold on. Let me mute that real quick. Look. Now this is ridiculous right here. This right here. This is a tree house. That is a legit tree house. I'm talking about something nice and simple. Nice and simple. It looks like you need a tree. I never knew that a tree house was built in between two trees. I always thought that a tree house was built in between one. What?
Hello, Fresh Box is here.
She alright.
Today I'm gonna be cooking.
Okay. What you cooking for me? Nothing.
What are you guys gonna do the whole time we're out?
I don't know.
What's your plans?
Play Call of Duty?
How about schoolwork the whole time?
No.
You don't want to do It's Learning the whole time?
We don't have schoolwork.
It's not really summer. Did you say it was summer?
My daddy's the best dad in the world.
Look at that treehouse, man. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You like, if you look at it, this treehouse, right? Oh, you guys can't really see what I'm seeing. This treehouse, will you see the mouse? It's built in between two trees. And I guess the fact that it's built in between two trees, how would you make, I think this tree is like cut to where it can kind of be used as maybe like a handle. Not a handle, but like a platform to build from. Look at what you need. I want to see like the first step. So they put like some wood going like vertically, well really horizontally across, but the border is also like standing up horizontally too. And they did that, and that's gonna create the ground. That's gonna create the stability to craft the foundation, because you're gonna need something to go across so that the boards have something to lay on, so that they can actually start to build out the ground. But these guys are using these two trees. So using these two trees, I would guess they're gonna be stapling or like nailing a lot of nails, or what, not a lot, but maybe a decent amount of nails, maybe what, 4 nails a plank, to make sure that the thing is stable enough. And of course you're gonna have the diagonal ones from that going up to give it more stability, and then you can actually start building out the ground. And then what? Now my question is, did the father do this all in a day? Those kids are lucky. Like it makes you think about like when you were a kid, all you cared about was having fun, man. That's all you cared about, was having fun. And then you got older, you started going to school, and then you start start to meet the idiots of the world. But when everyone was a kid, all for the most part, like your typical child wants like ice cream sandwiches, wants to go outside, break a couple of bones. And then you get older. Then you have to start asking, and you're asking yourself important questions. What am I gonna put on my sandwich today? It really looks like the father did this all in a day. And I think that's why I said, while my initial statement was going to be, if you have the skills and the expertise, you could build a treehouse in a day. But then the reason why I said like build it in a week was because how many people have access to like a little forklift? Like how many people have access to that? Are those Vienna sausages? I haven't eaten Vienna sausages in a long time. He even like basically put like legit roofing up. Even though that's more so what you would put on like a shed, or yeah, like a shed, or maybe even like a doghouse. But it looks legit. It'll definitely keep the rain out. Then of course you gotta build the walls. It gets no better than that. Grubby, can you put it in full screen so I can see it? Let me see if I can just put it like in front of me. Window. Bam. Okay, I can make it a little bit. Ah! I'll let you guys just watch a little bit. I'll just be making comments in the background. I am over here. Have no fear. I'm over here. Okay? You understand? But if you look at this, right? You see this video. The father builds this in a day. Literally in a day. And like I said before, I had no idea that people build tree houses in between two tree stumps, like a tree and a tree, and almost like a tree stump. That makes a lot of sense. That's crazy. Cause like what I'm seeing right here, I don't see like a time lapse from when it's like, oh, like this is day 2. I'm seeing a sped up video from one day. And by the looks of it, I don't know how fast this was sped up. Maybe this was sped up by like times 2. So maybe the tree took how long do you think it would have taken that tree to get built? From start to finish, 9 stop, maybe. Let's say you wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then you start, and you wanna work on this stuff early, including like transportation and going back and forth to get more wood constantly. I think it would take you maybe 6 hours. It may take you like a full work day, a little more than that. Of course, it has to be built between 2 trees for support. But like I always thought that a tree house was built on one tree. And then like the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, wait, if I were to try to build a tree house in between on one tree, where's the stability coming from? That's amazing though. It has a banister and everything. And then you know what's even more funny? Like with that treehouse being built, let's say that you wanted to okay, well I see 2 trees and then I see like stilts. I don't know if the stilts were there. I don't think the stilts were not there at first. So they put stilts there.
I learned perseverance because every time something happened, we wouldn't stop building the treehouse. Stop.
What'd you learn building a treehouse?
That my daddy's the best dad in the world.
What's up, Nitro? Sort of late, but who cares? Who cares? We just got us watching a little treehouse building video. It's just you can tell that the father has skills. Cause no ordinary person without like knowledge of or without having any knowledge of woodwork or like carpentry will understand to build a treehouse in between or using 2 trees.
All right, guys, that is the last episode for this treehouse build. I know it's not complete. You know, it's still missing a door and a little bit of gable work and a little bit of trim work, but the reason we are stopping it and leaving it there is so the new owner can build the door how they want and do the other stuff how they want, because we are selling our farm. It was kind of unexpected and a lot sooner than we planned, but a new property, a little bit bigger farm, and a little bit further north where we were always kind of wanting to go but could just never afford it, came on the market, and we went and looked at it and everything, all the signs. And
yeah, I just got caught like just Sister Lies. Yo, what's up, Grubby? It's me, Pineapple. What's up, Pineapple? How we doing, man? All right, let's fix our little thing. Bam. But yeah, like I said, when I was little, it would have been nice to build the treehouse, but no one that I knew. I put sistalized, not crystallized. You know what that means. Pineapple, do you know what that means? That means you're gonna be stuck with that name for a month. You're gonna be stuck with that for a month. What are you gonna do about it? Dragon says, if you look at the clip art in your Discord, I sent the thing I built at school. Let me look at this. And the clips and art. Oh snap. Dragon, you built that? See? See? Fire flames. That's how you do it. In 2 months. What do you mean 2 months? I thought it was only 30 days to fix your name. Crystallized. I thought it was only 30 days to change your name. Maybe it is 60. Then maybe Twitch updated it so that people couldn't just change your name so quickly. Am I allowed to send a YouTube preview of my GD level? In the Discord? Yeah, you can. You can send it in the Discord. So what did we do throughout the week, ladies and gentlemen? Other than building cubbies and cabinets. That actually took some time because that's a 5x4. Four, 8, 12, 15, 20. Yep, that's a 5x4. Do you know how much time did it take you to build that, Dragon? Or like, was there a learning process before you built it? Because I know sometimes you have to take lessons. You got to figure out how these two things are going to go together. You have to figure out your spacing and confirm your spacing You have to understand what type of wood you're working with. You gotta figure out where you're gonna be making your screws, go or your nails go. Or if it's one of those wood things where like the woods have like those wood pieces that go in, and then it closes in on itself. Because I know for me, when I bought my desk, now of course, you know, like you buy all of the stuff and then you have to sit there and put it together. It took me maybe 2 hours to fully put to put the desk together, because it had all of those. It had like the little metal, like the metal things going across, then you got to screw that in, then you got to screw something on top of that, then screw nails into it so it stays, then you got to flip it because you got to put like the bottoms on, then you put the legs on and the legs screw into that, and then you thought you were done with there? No, you're not done with there. You're not done there. You got to put on the odds and ends. Then when your foundation is finally set, then you got to figure out where you want to put it. What corner are you going to put this table in? So then you figure it out. It's going to go in this corner because the plugs are over here. Then you put on the final touches. Like it took me like 2 hours to really put the desk all together. And to be perfectly honest, when I first got my desk, I didn't put it together the first day it came in. I let it sit in my room for like 2 weeks. I'm like, maybe I'll put the desk together today. Maybe Friday. Friday came. Maybe next week. Next week never came. Like, I took my time putting the desk together because I knew that once I started that I was going to want to put the desk together, fully put it together in one shot. So I'm like, I'm not going to take any breaks. I'm just going to get this done like today. So I did that. And it just so happened that that my PC came in on the day that I'm like, okay, there are way too many boxes in my room. Let me start putting this stuff together. Like I had to, clean up, and I spread all of the pieces out across the floor, and I just started putting everything together. I don't mind building things. Like I don't mind it. It's just I know that if it took me that long to build a table by myself, it would take maybe triple the time. It would probably take triple the time to build something like a treehouse of like something of like that magnitude. Because you got the floor, you got the walls, you got the window. If you wanna give it a window, then you have wood type, and it like what? Then you got the roof. Then you have the ladder and all of that extra stuff. But then some people get really exotic with it. There was one video on YouTube that we were going to click into that I looked at, and someone built a bridge to another tree. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what? At some point, you can probably sell it. You can probably sell the tree. I mean, sell the tree house. If it's on your land, I would say rent it. I'm like, hey, you need a place to stay. Would you like some privacy? Tree house. Oh, I can stay in a tree house? Yeah, $50 a night. $50 a night to stay in the tree house. No electricity, no nothing. I'm like, look, hey, you're gonna have to make do. But if you want to just have somewhere where you can take a nap, $50 a night. Yeah, treehouse. Yep. And that's how you get your money back. Rent out the treehouse on my land, because I'm not gonna let them sleep in my house. Look at what we got, guys. See, that's why this little fly is in my room. But we got a banana. Shink, shink. Oh. I actually hate bananas. I hate them. But how are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Nitro, how was the stream today? Catch your money, sick, good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of missed you guys a little bit. Brody! Brody, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Brody. How are you doing today? Would you like some cheese with that? Nitro says, pretty rough at the beginning, but my energy is still there at the end. Had to defend for Liam about something. Dang it! What do you mean it was rough at the beginning? What's up, Nitro? You didn't really have the energy? I'm not gonna lie, it was a hot day today. What up? Hey, Dash, if you copyright claim me, I'm gonna call Barney on you. Hawaii. But definitely, shout out to all of the YouTubers that are like doing video games, man. Like being YouTubers like that, where you can sit down and play video games, like it's not easy, man. Because I feel like to a certain extent, there's so many people that want to do it, but they just, it's like, you know, they're following trends. I do feel like whatever you want to do in life, and I'm looking at a banana as I say this, but whatever you want to do in life, like, you have to make sure that, you know, you're doing it for you, and that, you know, you're not really copying off of anyone else. Or if you are copying off of someone, just let it be a productive person, someone that you actually respect. That's how I look at it. I have made some fun GD levels in the break time. But yeah. But like for me, it's like, how many YouTubers can you name that you actively go back to constantly? I can only name a couple of them. Liam was singing while I was in VC. Someone in chat told him to be quiet. I told him to just leave him alone. Some stuff back and forth. That was all. Liam was singing while you were live? Is this a therapy stream? No, it is not, Chicken. It is not a therapy stream, Chicken Gaming. I was just thinking about something. I think what ended up making me make that statement was the song that was playing. You ever hear a song and then it makes you think about life? And I'm like, all I wanted to do was eat some Cheerios. I did not want to think about how were all of the Cheerio making people. But no, this is not a therapy stream. Every once in a while, we do end up just like sharing our thoughts. That's really about it. Grubby, you should play Windy Landscape on GD. Chicken Gaming says, I think people are running for me. What do you mean running for you, Chicken Gaming? Running for you or from you? But when Nitro says that Liam was singing while you were in the voice call. If you were streaming, that's why I don't. That's why when I play video games and when I'm streaming, I would rather be alone because I don't want to have to tell someone to be quiet, and that's just for me. Now it's different when, like, if I'm the stream and then someone joins in, they're singing and I don't say anything, so that means that maybe I'm okay with it. But when it comes down to, like, you know, stream quality, I don't want to hear anyone else's, like, voice because I can't control what someone else says. Like, there are clips on my channel from what game? From playing Call of Duty, and, like, you know, you ready up with randoms, and you know how toxic those people are. And you said Liam was depressed, and so he wanted to keep calling me. The only thing I would do is just let him talk to me to keep him busy. Yeah, I understand. But, you know, at the same time, like, for me, if there was a way to hear someone in the voice call without their audio being caught on stream, then I don't think that I would care as much, you know? Or if it was a way to mute the person but hear them, you know, like not have your stream pick up their audio. Well, to be exact, he's been lonely ever since COVID started, and he hasn't had anyone to talk to. Windy Landscape is fun, friend. Insane Demon. Sure, it's fun. It's fun for you, Brody, not fun for me. Yeah, one thing that I'll say about, like, with the whole COVID thing, like, when COVID first hit, you guys have no idea what I was thinking at that time. Like, I was thinking that, you know what? I'm actually gonna start going outside. Like, I'm gonna go outside. And I know people have, like, this thing where they say, never go to the movies by yourself. Why would you want to go to the movies by yourself? That's weird. And I'm like, listen, I just want to get out. I just want to try and go out there and maybe, like, not for the sake of, like, meeting a chick, but I'm like, let me go out there, get out there and, like, you know, have a little bit of fun, you know? And then COVID hit. And I'm like, well, that's all the confirmation I needed. And I just left it alone. I just left it at that. But then I'm like, you know what? Even prior to COVID, I was always perfectly fine with doing with managing entertainment while I'm in the house. And I would say that's like a specialty for me because I don't have to go out to have fun. You have people that are like, I can't stay in the house. I can't. And for me, it's like, look, every time you go out, you have to pay to get into some place to have fun. On the balance of probabilities, you want to go to Six Flags? You want to go to Dorney Park, Hershey Park, Dave and Clusters, Fun Playoffs? You want to go play some laser tag? No matter what you do, you have to pay to get into these places, and then you have to pay again to actually access the activity that you want to play.
I'm making an easy demon, but just enough to still be in Grubby's skill level. Effectively, Grubby gets his first demon.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Brody. We'll see. We'll see about that. Our buddy Tektra says, Brody, what do you think about Asu? Have you beaten it? Speaking of windy landscapes, it is ridiculously annoying, and the ending almost got me. 10 p.m. Yep, it's 10 p.m. for me too. Stephanie, welcome. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Yeah, I already read that little message from my buddy Brody. But yeah, the weather's a lot cooler right now. But yeah, like, for me, that's why, like, I look at it like every time you want to sit there and go out to have fun, you're paying for it. And it's like, it gets annoying after a while. Like, name one thing that you can go out and do for free. Name something that you can do with someone for free. At neither party's what's the word I'm looking for? Expense. Now you can say we could just go to the park. Yeah, you can go to the park. Anything beyond doing things like that, you're paying for. Everything else you're paying for. Go-karting, you're paying for that. You know? Picnics, you're paying for that. And of course, you know, you're going to be paying for that. Someone has to get the snacky snacks, someone has to get the drinks. Anything outside of like those recreational things, like a sport where you can like, oh, you know, play basketball or something like that. Like, you're paying for it. And then, have you guys seen the price of gas? Have you guys seen it? Gas is like, I saw gas go up to like $5, like I think a week ago. Gas was at $5 a gallon, and I'm like, that's more than a gallon of milk. And I don't even drink milk like that, and I knew that. But everything is just getting expensive. Like, whatever's going on with the stock market right now, like, you guys have no idea. Like, Bitcoin is it's a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin used to be, for one Bitcoin, it was valued at like $41,000. Bitcoin right now has dropped to $20,000. Can you believe that? Now, I will say this. If Bitcoin drops again, if Bitcoin drops to $10,000, but who has $10,000 to just throw at Bitcoin? Like, who has that? I will say this though. 10,000 is stretching it, because I really don't think it would drop that low. But you never know. If Bitcoin dropped to 5,000, you would be stupid not to snatch that. Because when the economy starts to recover, you know Bitcoin is gonna go back up, and that little 5,000 just turned into 42. But that is like wishful thinking, and like you would have to really like kind of like pay attention to the stock market. All I'm saying is this: like, it seems like the dollar is getting weaker right now, and everything is expensive. So why would I want to go out? And then you have people that want to cough in front of you, sneeze in front of you. They still want to go out, and they know they're sick, but they still want to go out. I don't have time for that. I don't. I'll stay in the house. I'll watch like movies or whatever and take it easy. That's how I look at it. And then besides, everything that I want to do right now, like, I don't have time to go out. You know, that's how I look at it. I've always looked at it like this. Like, there are so many things that each and every one of us want to do, like as we go on living, learning, and experiencing, right? There's so many things that we want to do. And the way that I see it is this: I don't have time to do anything else other than work on getting to where I want to be. That's the only thing that's like truly important to me. Because at some point you look at it like, you know, you're only getting older, you know, you have to grind, because you don't want to be like 40, you don't want to be 35, still trying to figure out a lot, or still trying to figure it out and learn the ropes of like, what am I going to do? So like, it's a grind. You work hard now and you play later. Tektra says, have you beaten Windy Landscape? If you're asking me, no. If that's a demon, no. What's up, Ignatia? How we doing today? How we doing, amigo? You know what's annoying? It's not even cold outside. And I kind of have a stuffy nose right now. Someone explain that to me. And yes, I do have the grubbi3 mug. It's not a mug. It's a little canteen. I don't know what it is. But yes, the reason why I bought this mug is because like I said, like we have been working on like the whole merch thing. I don't know if you guys can see it fully. Let me see. Can you guys see it? See? It says grubbi3. If an animatronic doesn't have arms, it can't move. I bought this cup because I'm like I'm not going to sell something like to the community. I'm not going to sell something to the grubs if I wouldn't buy it myself. And this, I like this cup. I really do. Has an interesting little sound to it. Of course, it holds your drink and it holds the thing. And this little top right here, it's the weirdest top ever. It comes off. I'm gonna finish it first. Like the way it comes off, it just pops off. Look, you see that? It literally just pops off. There's no screw on or nothing, and it's sturdy. Delicious. But yeah, I really like that cup. Let me see. Oh, right now it's the 17th of June. Guys, that new Cuphead game comes out in less than 15 days. Ignatius, you planted pumpkin seeds. Really? This early? Now the question is, I have a question for you guys. And it's a serious question. And then I'm gonna look it up. But if you know, you know. Look, yes, no, put a 1 for yes, a 2 for no. Is a pumpkin a vegetable? Are pumpkins a part of the vegetable family? I'm going to see what you guys think. Now, me personally, a pumpkin is not sweet. So I would say that a pumpkin falls under the category of a vegetable. Because a pumpkin, wait, it does have seeds in it though. I think it's a fruit. All fruit has seeds. But it's not sweet. All fruit has some level of sweetness. But a tomato has seeds, and a tomato counts as a fruit, and a tomato is not sweet. Actually, I don't even know what a tomato tastes like. I've never bitten into a tomato. I like ketchup, but I've never bitten into a tomato. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that a pumpkin is a vegetable, or do you guys think that a pumpkin is a fruit? Because I'm about to look it up. I thought that a vegetable was... No, I thought that a pumpkin was a vegetable because it wasn't sweet, but a pumpkin does have seeds, like pumpkin seeds. And technically, all fruit has seeds. A pumpkin is a fruit. According to vegetable specialists, no, according to expert Joe Masabni, vegetable expert in Dallas, scientifically speaking, a pumpkin is a fruit simply because anything that starts from a flower is botanically a fruit. That's crazy. So what about cucumber? Cucumbers are fruit? Okay. Anything that starts from a flower is botanically a fruit. Starts from a flower. Hold on. I need. Capitan! Thank you so much for following the show. Most vegetables are the non-sweet fruits of flowering plants, which means that they have seeds in them because they evolved as seed-bearing structures. Not all vegetables grow on plants the way fruits do. Some grow under the ground. Some vegetables are the stems or flowers of a plant. That's ridiculous. A pumpkin is a fruit? You'll never catch me bite into one. Captain, I'm not gonna lie. You know, you just walked in on like Botanics 101. What is a flower expert called? A botanist? Now, how do I... Well, okay. Florists are like, you know, flowers and plants, but not... Botanists are people that actually grow things. How to say botanist? Is it botanist? Say it.
Botanist.
What?
Botanist.
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 Botanist. That sounds so weird. A botanist.
Botanist.
Interesting. That's interesting to me. That really is interesting to me. That's crazy. That's the fun fact for the day. A pumpkin is a fruit. Like, that's so interesting to me. Because I don't know if pumpkin pie is necessarily sweet. Because guess what? A sweet potato is a vegetable. See? A sweet potato is a root vegetable. I mean, of course, sweet potato doesn't have seeds in it. I get that. You know what? See? Since you want to play this game, right? Are there any... Whoa, hold up. What about peppers then? Are peppers fruit? Yo, peppers are classified as fruit. Then an onion is a vegetable. Yeah, onion is a vegetable. Yeah, an onion is a vegetable, but a pepper is a fruit? So there are literally fruit that tastes like vegetables. Bugs are human. Boba Westerns. What's up? That is ridiculous. What else has seed? What else has like? What? Okay, anything with a seed. Broccoli is a vegetable. I know that already. That's crazy. You know what? Is a star fruit a fruit? Well, of course. I've never eaten a star fruit, so I really don't know what they taste like. Mip says, what's up, Grub? What's up, Mip? Nitro, how is pepper a fruit? The only thing you taste is spice, not sweet. That's what threw me off guard. But then I realized that, like, you know, when you cut a pepper open, it has those little seeds in it. And I think from those seeds, if you really wanted to, you could grow more peppers. It's crazy. It's crazy. I find it interesting that not all fruit is sweet. Not all fruits are sweet. Or all fruits are not sweet. That's crazy, because a pepper looks and tastes like a vegetable. That's ridiculous to me. Now I will say this, even though like I don't prefer to eat peppers, I think my favorite pepper is the orange one. And I think it's only because it's orange. Because peppers have 4 colors. You have the red, the yellow, green, and orange peppers. Unless there's another type of pepper I don't know about. What colors can peppers come in? Is that a purple one? That's not a purple pepper. Ooh. You know what? You gots to be kidding me. Yo, an eggplant is a fruit. How is an eggplant a fruit? What in the Houdini biscuit sauce is this? What is this? How is an eggplant a fruit? That is ridiculous, man. Eggplants, also known as probably aubergines or aubergines, belong to the nightshade family of plants and are used in many different dishes around the world. Although often considered a vegetable, they are
Hey cowboy, sorry I'm late. I was out also. What are we talking about
as
today?
they grow from a flowering plant and contain seeds. An eggplant is a fruit? That means a carrot is a vegetable. Okay, I'm just making... What veggies are actually fruits? Tomatoes, fruits. Sweet peppers. Eggplants, winter squashes, summer squashes, cucumbers, bitter gourds. I don't even know what bitter gourds are. They might be those brown things that look like wood. This is a fruit? That looks disgusting. You guys see this? This thing right here is a fruit. Bitter gourd tea. Oh. Bitter gourd or bitter melon, commonly known as carayel or carrera in Hindi, is probably not among one of our most favored vegetables, but most of us are aware of the fact that it's incredibly beneficial for our health. The bitter green vegetable, did you just say it was a fruit? The bitter green vegetable is one that our mothers have been trying to get us to eat for years. Hold on. I need to back up. What are the... Bitter gourd. Fruit or vegetable, bitter gourd. Bitter gourd is actually not a vegetable, but fruit. That's ridiculous. Grub, I'm planning to... Oh, Bobo says, how's your day, Grubby? I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Mip says, Grub, I'm planning to upgrade my PC, so I do want to know what are some things I should buy. Mad King, if you are in the chat, you were much better off helping Mip with those answers. I would say this from what I believe I know when it comes down to like upgrading your PC. Upgrade your not your software. You upgrade like the main components first. That's what you want to like spend like the money on.
Hold up.
I'll wait for Grubby to stop rapping.
Okay.
Hey Grubby, you gonna take it away?
Okay.
Okay. I got
Okay.
you.
Can I get a bowl of rice? Make my sandwich real nice. I'll take a plain super slice. You about to go night night. Hey, this level is disgusting.
You want to upgrade the CPU, the RAM, and your... Am I missing one? Your CPU, your RAM, CPU, RAM, and motherboard, I think. I'm mostly upgrading. Yeah, that's those. I don't know the particular names, but those are the three things that you really want to focus on: your graphics card, GPU, and your RAM. You don't know which ones to buy. If I had to choose what I would give, first you would have to know how much RAM you have at the moment. How much RAM do you have, Mip? That's the first question. Because then you can just do process of elimination after that. I'll say this. If you have 16 RAM, I think it was 16 gigabytes of RAM, or if you have I think it's 16 gigabytes of RAM. If you have 16, then you don't need to upgrade your RAM. Because 16 RAM, I think it's 16 gigabytes of RAM. That will run 99.9% of video games out there. Like with 16 RAM, you can play Call of Duty Warzone, and like Call of Duty Warzone, runs super hard on your system. So you with 16 RAM, you're fine with RAM. You don't have to upgrade your RAM. So you just delete it, a little bit of cost off. So now use the other two things are your graphics card and your GPU. I think for me, if I had to choose, I would do the I think I would do the graphics card first. Or maybe you can get like a combo deal and just get like a new graphics card and the GPU together, like for like a package deal. Will says, I was getting a new iPad charger. My favorite vegetable is corn. My favorite vegetable is a pea. Mip says, but only 7 available.
Welcome!
I wasn't expecting anyone to use that one. Yeah, I forgot that I put it up there. 7 gigabyte of my RAM is not working. What? I've never heard of that. If that's the case, you might want to do your RAM first. 7 gigabyte of your RAM isn't working. I've never heard of that. What's up, Christian? Wi-Fi, I see you. My money don't jiggle. Based conversations. Because I'm not going to lie, like, yo, getting PC parts, it's expensive for no reason. Ever since COVID hit, everybody wanted to get a PC now. But I know for me, like I had to get a PC. Like I had to get one. And I'm like, I have to get a PC anyway because because I'm not gonna have a computer to do my homework, and I didn't even have a laptop to do it. So I'm like, I need to get a PC that'll be able to run homework and be able and allow for me to access like all of my homework sites uninhibited. And of course, and within that same thought, I'm like, and then I'm actually gonna start streaming for real. And everything changed after that. Well, as far as like progress, quality, and like my level of dedication was always the same, but then it grew and actually multiplied, because like when I'm done streaming, all I think about is what to do next. Like what videos can I bring to the grubs? What can I do? What's the next stream? Because I really want to, not only do I like you guys know, like on top of like streams, I want to make content outside of the streams. When are you gonna finish school, Grub? I did. Like we just recently finished the program that we were in. But I'm still like I'm still trying to you know, like make it to a place where I can afford my own stuff, because the price of living is just expensive.
Here we go again,
and it keeps increasing.
We're playing Geometry Dash. Here we go again, and I lost again.
Like everything is just like it costs, and the only way for you to really like establish yourself and get to a point and get to a place where you can actually afford your own stuff, you literally have to double your income. You have to. There's no way around it, man. That's why, like, when I see people out there and they do it, and like, if I'm just gonna be like 100% honest on the way that I see things, and the way like my view on what is like necessary, you have to focus on yourself, man. You can't let anyone get in the way of that, like, because it like, because I actually had a buddy of mine call me the other day, and he has like this business plan that he's been thinking about, and I'm like, you know, he was telling me how, like, you know, he's trying to get it off the ground, and I'm like, you know, absolutely. And one thing that I know from watching Shark Tank, you need like connections. You have to network. You got to put yourself out there. You have to go above and beyond the Call of Duty to really take your business off the ground, because it's just you. And like, I look at streaming the same way. It's like I don't have time for anything else but working, and then when I come home, streaming. Because guys, I promise you, if we can hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, and if we can start making money from YouTube videos, and then like if it blows up, if I just had 10,000 subs on YouTube, and every time like I would post like a video, I would get like 2,000 likes on it and like 3,000 views. Like now you can start to like afford your own stuff and get out there in the world and like accomplish and like spread the message that the world is yours for the taking. You know, it's really a grind. Like no matter what you do, like it's a grind. It really is. And it's like you have to focus, because there's someone out there right now that is working when you're sleeping. That's just how, that's like what happens in my head, you know. And no one's going to put the work in but me. I have to turn the stream on and put like the time in. So like, you know, you know, eventually, you know, it kind of all comes, hopefully it comes full circle and things actually like work out. GD Wi-Fi is goofy. But yeah, Mip, like we finished school, and like now I'm focused on like bringing you guys the best content that I can, and you know, taking the channel to new heights.
Now I'm a little motivated.
Our buddy Mip says, Christian says, do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. Mip says, I'm going to be honest. I've been trying to get back into making content for my YouTube, so I'm trying to get into more games than just GD, and I don't know which games to play. Mip says, and with my potato PC, I can't play many games that are good. Christian, why worry about the past? It already happened. 100%, Christian, 100%. It's no point worrying about something that you cannot change. The best thing that you can do is learn from your mistakes and move forward. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that don't. You have those of us that aren't concerned about the past, but then they don't learn from it either. And I think that's that's a big problem for me. That's a big problem when I see someone who has like gone through like some hard times, and then when I see them and then when I see them the next time, and it's like, dude, you were doing the same thing that you were doing before. Like, have you not learned anything? And that's just like, it gets a little annoying. Like, you can't change the past, you can't change what happened, but you can learn from it. It is your responsibility to learn from your mistakes.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
You have to learn from your mistakes, man. You have to. Because there isn't a friend or a family member that's going to keep telling you that over and over again. Like, you do know that some people have to learn the hard way. Some people just don't listen. Like why do you, like, when you look at your parents and you see that your parents get like if you're fortunate enough to get anything that you want from your parents, like, man, you better wake up every day and thank your parents for the house that you live in, like, cause like that stuff is expensive, man. Like, your parents work non-stop for you to be able to live in like a decent place. Like, do you know how much houses are? Houses are not cheap. Houses don't just fall from the sky with your name on it. Like, people gotta grind, and every year everything gets more expensive. Like, it's almost like school. Every academic year, the tuition goes up 10%. Like, every academic year, it goes up by 10%. And real life is just like that. So, like, the world that we live in today, in 2022, if you don't work 2 jobs, you do not make enough. Or depending what field you're in.
TTS commands pieces are too expensive for no reason. A pick that does the same thing with glow-in-the-dark lightning and a col logo versus a PC with the same features. The glow-in-the-dark is like a few thousand more, and the cost of living is so stupid. Houses are over 1 million usually nowadays or more.
I would say this. For houses that are $1 million, no one is living in there. No one is living in a house that's $1 million. Why do you think that all of these celebrities or whatever, celebrities, famous people, they'll buy like a house that's worth $1 million, right? But guess what? If they, prime example, even better than that, because people aren't just buying houses that are $1 million. They be buying houses that are like 5 million, 10.2. Here's the issue with that. All of these celebrities, a lot of the reason why I really don't care about celebrities like that is because guess what? They are no longer like the regular person. Like, they are not your average person. They don't have the same experiences as the regular person anymore. Like, majority of them just don't. Now, I'll say this. When a celebrity or someone famous or someone that has like a lot of money, when they go out and they buy a house that's $10 million, their property taxes every year is $1 million. There is literally 1% of the population, 1% that can actually afford a $10 million house. Only 1%. No one on the face of this planet, if you were not the top of the top, if you were not the cherry on top of the cherry of the cake, that didn't make sense. But you have to, like, you have to be so far up here to afford a house like that, because houses are dumb expensive. Like the little baby lollipop. Houses are dumb expensive. Any house over like 220,000 is expensive. Anything over that price point is super expensive. I could not imagine. I will never buy a house that's $500,000. That is absolutely dumb. That is dumb. And anyone with a substantial amount of money that ends up buying a house that's over $500,000, you're stupid. You really are. I don't care if you're married to a chick and she's like the head of the nurse department of a hospital and you're like the #1 lawyer in the world.
Now I'm a little motivated.
If the both of you make the conscious decision to buy a house that's $500,000, you are not as smart as your titles make you out to be. Why would you buy a house that's $500,000? What? Man, I would rather buy a house that's half that. I'll buy a house for $250,000, put $50,000 into it, and get it appraised. So now I bought my house for $250,000, put $50,000 in it, and maybe now I can sell the house for $325,000. Why would I buy a house that's $500,000? That's absolutely dumb. That's dumb. So I can have 4 pools, a 8-car garage, a indoor amusement, a golden toilet, 15 theater rooms. Like no one needs a mansion. No one needs a mansion. No one. You guys ever thought about how big a mansion was? Have you ever thought about that? Like, just give me like a 2-family house, have the basement renovated, and the basement is gonna be like where I go to play all of my video games. I don't need a house with 16 rooms. That's retarded. 16 rooms, 5 bathrooms. What? I have a bathroom for every day of the week. No, that's ridiculous. Like people spend their money on trash. They call me grubby for a reason. Can you smell what grubby is smelling? You know what? Well, I actually agree with that. No, actually, Mip said it. No, wait. Mip says, why is every decent house like at least 100K? That's because the houses that are 100,000, like they're definitely more affordable. They're a little closer to the city. Well, not the fact that they're closer to the city, but they're more conveniently located. And like the houses are simple and they look nice. Once you start to think about, oh, I want to have golden floors. Like what? Are you serious? Yeah, like that's too much money for a house. That's too much money for a house. Cause that's like me if I were to spend like that kind of money for a house and then it's like, oh man, I got the bubble guts. Now I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm like, I'm taking a diarrhea in this $400,000 house. I'm sitting on this toilet. And how much is this toilet? $20,000 for them to put in or something like that. I know that's like over exaggerated, but it's like that's just too expensive, man. It's too expensive. And I know some people are like, well, hey, I make $400,000 in 6 months. Well, good for you. But just because you make $400,000 in 6 months doesn't mean that you should go out and buy a $400,000 house. That's not smart investing. It isn't. Buy yourself like a $200,000 house. Put some renovations into it, and then resell it, or live in it. Cause I don't know, man. It's just like the way that I see things. It's like, what's the difference between a house that's like $200,000 and a house that's $500,000? Color, location.
You serious?
Because if you really think about it, it's location first. That's why a lot of these houses are expensive. Location. Mip says a house with like 2 bedrooms in the basement and 1 or 2 bathrooms is good enough, but for some reason they still cost a decent amount. They really do. Weefy says, tell us your shower thoughts. Listen. Showers need to stay simple, okay? I don't need to feel like I'm in a rainforest when I take a shower. I don't need for the water to hit me from all angles. No, I don't need that. Right here, but right there. Like, I don't need all of that other stuff, okay? People want to have fancy shower heads. They want to have fountains. They want to have electric blow torches. They want to have a bar, grill, patio, balcony. How can you have a balcony and a patio?
You serious?
This man's patio wraps around his whole house. He has a balcony on his patio. I just look at it like, it's just too expensive, man. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. Like, if you really think about it, a house that's worth $1 million, if you buy that house, let's say you hit the lottery tomorrow and your lottery was 1 million, like a $1 million payout, right? Now you have $1 million. The first thing that goes in your head, I'm gonna go buy a house I'm gonna go buy $1 million house. No. Let's say you have $100,000, right? So you have like, $1 million plus an extra 100,000 on top of that, right? So what is that? 1.1 million dollars, something like that, I think, right? Now you go out, you buy yourself $1 million house. Now remember what I just said. A house that's worth $1 million, you're paying $100,000 in property taxes. You thought, man, I got $1 million house. Bam, now you're down to $100,000. And then you're going to lose that because your property taxes alone for 1 year is $100,000. Over the course of the next 10 years, you living in that house, you're going to have to work your butt off to make another $1 million to cover property taxes for the next 10 years for that house that's $1 million. Where you could have just bought a house that's $200,000 and you could have been stretching your money. Like, what I see happen a lot is when people get money, when people have money in their pocket, they spend it. And that's why there's that saying that states that even if you gave poor people all of the money, like if you gave poor people or like people that are less fortunate, if you gave each of those individuals $200,000, the money will end up in the same place that it is right now, in the hands of the rich, because there's a significant.
Yeah, no one needs a toilet and pool for every day of the week. Golden floors, golden kitchen. Also, I agree with your shower opinions.
Like, if you think about it, every there's a significant portion of people, of consumers, that if they had $200,000, they would blow it in a matter of like 3 years. They will blow that money, and then that money will end up right back into the business owner's hand, into the bank's hand. It will go right back to the people that gave them the money in the first place, because people just spend, and they don't know how to stretch money, and they don't necessarily know how to invest. And I know I'm saying it as if I know how to invest. I don't really know how to invest, but I do know how to stretch money, and I do look at certain things where it's like, prime example, let's say I'm looking at the stock market. I wouldn't invest in a stock just because it's in a positive. I would look at how it did last week, how it did last month, how it did in 3 months, how it did last year, and then how it did over the span of 5 years. And if that growth is green over the course of 5 years, then that's something that I'm like, I think that's a decent place to invest with that stock or whatever. Because it's like people look at it from like, you know, like face value, and people always want like the instant gratification. Like people want it now. It's like, I have $200,000. I want that house now. And it's like, all right, but well, how much is this house? That house is $400,000. I have $400,000 right now. I want it. And it's like, hold up. Why can't you get a house that's half that? What is the real difference between a house that's $200,000 and a house that's $400,000? Explain the $200,000 difference to me. I'll wait. I do not see a difference. Sometimes what I think, what ends up happening is that the house that's $400,000 is in a wrong area. And I say wrong area, like it's far. Sometimes it's just far out there. And maybe, well, not actually not. They're actually, the houses that are further away from like the cities are cheaper. The houses that are super expensive are like super close to the city. And I'm like, like what's the difference, man? Like I'm just saying, there are houses out there that are $200,000 that look way better than $400,000 houses. Like, you move into a house that's $200,000, quiet neighborhood, fairly safe. What more can you ask for? An extra $200,000? Like, for what? For what? No one has that money, man. In actuality, no one has that money. Not unless you're moving your whole family in that house. It doesn't make any sense to like buy it, to spend that kind of money. If I had 1.1, I would get a 350 to 400K money house. I don't know. How do we take these motivational twists? How do we get here? It's just like the way, like, you just have to be smart, man. You gotta be smart, cause like look at the world that we live in today. COVID, inflation, stock market crashing like crazy. Do you guys know that the Tesla stocks were at like 1,500, and the Tesla stocks right now were like at 700. Like, what? You would have never saw it coming. And that's Tesla. Even though I don't really like the Tesla cars like that. I really don't. I don't like quiet cars. I want to be able to hear I want to hear my engine. Like, I am more of a 1970s Camaro SS. Like, that's the kind of guy that I am. Like, I like muscle cars. I don't like no quiet car. Because if something goes wrong with my car, I want to know what it sounds like when something goes wrong. And then you get your experience. Then you get like your car knowledge up. If you have like a quiet car, okay, it's green for the environment. Whoop-de-doo, fantastic. But are you learning anything about that car? Like, do you know what it sounds like when your car is making a weird noise? Like, do you know what it sounds like when do you know, like something simple, like, do you know what a flat tire sounds like? You know, do you know what it sounds like when your engine feels like it's losing some horsepower? Do you know what that sounds like? I don't want a quiet car. Like, that's whack to me. That's whack to me. Will says, if I get 1.1 million, I'll buy a Tesla. But see, I want to ask, Will, why would you get a Tesla? Do you look at a Tesla and want a Tesla because it's one of the most expensive cars out there? Is that why you would want a Tesla? Because I think even though people are slowly moving towards electric cars and like greener options, saving the environment, and like moving away from like gas emissions. Do you ever feel, or do you ever think that there are people that get, like, the average kid will look at a Tesla and be like, I'm gonna get a Tesla because if I get a Tesla, then that says that I have money. The weirdest thing is this. Gas has gone up, right? Gas is like $5. I know I said that already. Gas is like $5, like a gallon. You would think that Tesla stocks would go up as a result. Like, man, gas is expensive. I really should get a Tesla now. Because if I get a Tesla, I don't have to worry about buying gas. You would think that the Tesla stocks would have gone up as a result of gas prices going up. But no, Tesla stocks have dropped. I don't know why. Mip says, I would get a Tesla because I don't have to pay for gas. Gas is expensive. And I remember when gas was $2. I remember that. That was like a year, maybe like a year and 6 months ago. I said 6 months. I could have just said a year and a half ago. Like a year and a half ago, gas was literally $2. There was like this gas. I found a gas station just before I would go to school. I found a gas station where the gas was like $2.67. I'm like, I've never seen a gas station where I could get gas for $2. I had $7 left. I remember that day. I had $7 left. And I said, just put $7 in it. It brought the tank to well above half off of $7. Like, what? Try doing that now. I think gas is like $4.67 now. I think. But it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Like, if you think about, once you start putting everything into perspective, and as you get older and then you get more experience, you really start to see that it's like, I will never get an electric car, Will. That's not my style at all. That is not my style at all. It is not. Now, I don't like exotic cars like that, but I don't like electric cars. Like, it does not speak to me at all. I don't want an electric car. Now, if there was a way for them to have like a car that was like a car that was, I guess the car could be electric, but it still had the horsepower and the roar of like a muscle car engine, then I'm like, possibly. Mip says, I went to Miami 2 weeks ago and the price for gas was close to $6. And 1.5 years ago, it was like $2 to $3. For real. What if you want to create your own vehicle instead of buying normal cars? Well, first you have to have networking. You have to go to the right people. And believe it or not, I think the only people that are more equipped to really to think about start making their own vehicles, like, number one, you have to know people. That's number one. You have to be able to network. Or even if you go out and, like, let's say you start something on your own, you have to have some level of knowledge. Will says, I regret to inform you, but one day all cars will be electric. It's not going to happen, Will. It's not going to happen. I'll tell you this. There may become a day where majority, I'll give you like a 60-40 split. Or better yet, a 51-49 split. Or better yet, 55-45 split. Where there may be more electric cars out on the road than gas vehicles, but there are people out here that are not going to abandon gas cars because what what I think what a lot of people don't understand is that, or what a lot of people assume is that everyone thinks the way that they do, and that everyone is like, because you would think, oh, eat your vegetables and work out and make sure that you stay in shape. You would think that would be common sense, and you would think that everyone would agree with that. And although a bunch of people may agree with that, that doesn't mean that they're actively going to go do it. People know that the hole in the ozone layer, that the hole in the ozone layer expands. Like people understand that it gets larger. Like each, I don't know the exact measurements on how much bigger it gets. Like every year, maybe half an inch or something like that. But you would like people know that all that's common sense. Like you think that they would do it, but they won't. Is an electric vehicle a smart choice? Would it be smart to get an electric vehicle? Yes, it would be smart. It'll save some money. Here we go again. We're playing Geometry Dash. Here we go again. And I lost again! Now, as I was saying, even though people understand that like electric vehicles are green for the environment, and it saves them from going to the gas station. But what do you say about people that buy sports cars and muscle cars? How many people do you know? How many times have you seen a Charger out on the road? How many times have you seen a Hellcat? How many times have you seen a Challenger, a Mustang out on the road? And these cars chew up gas for free. Like the newest Charger that's out is like $100,000, right? And it only gets like maybe 14 mpgs, 14 miles a gallon. That's disgusting. Why would I get a car that's worth 100,000?
I disagree. The environmental issues will curious us all to use electric cars and go vegan.
It's not gonna happen, Will. It's not gonna happen. There's so many things that you're not accounting for. Prime example is what I just said. People understand, and people be like, yeah, I get it, that getting an electric vehicle is positive, it's green for the environment. The name of this song is On That Day. Desmond feature El Diablo. Of course, see, you know, even a V6 is chewing through gas, and then that's what I'm saying. What do you say to those individuals? You think that they don't know that car has low gas mileage? You think that they don't know that they're gonna have to go to the pump twice a week? They know that, but it just they spent $100,000 on a Charger Hellcat package when they could have got a Tesla. No. Because even though it's green for the economy and it's a smart choice, people like what they like. People like what they like. The world will always need gas. The world will always need society. Like first world economies will always need fuel. Because you got to think about it. Fuel, it isn't just for your car. It's for insulation. It's for your boilers so that your houses have heat. Like it's so that like you have fire to cook your meals.
There we go. Challenge night done. Who were you talking to? Who were you talking to? You're not talking to me. You were not talking to me.
As I was saying, you would think that people would get these other cars, but they don't. we're gonna argue about going green and stuff like that, but people are not listening. It's the same thing that you when you tell people that you should eat more healthy options. It's the same thing. Like, people know that, man, maybe I shouldn't go get those fries, but I'm gonna get the fries anyway. Like, if someone has money and they're looking at think about it this way. Everything about a Challenger, everything about a Charger looks way better than a Tesla ever will. A Challenger has the sleek look, the long face, the muscle kind of body. It almost looks like the car has body armor on it. Like it has a body kit, and the Challengers come in all of these nice little, sometimes like a neon, like playful color. Why would I not want to get a Challenger? Why would I get a Tesla? Like, a Tesla compared to a Charger or a Challenger is boring. Even though it's green for the environment. Like Chargers, Challengers, SUVs, all of that stuff. I see that follow on Instagram, Wi-Fi. All of that stuff is like, they know that these cars chew up gas. Like, SUVs and pickup trucks are the same way. Like, they know that, like, these cars chew up gas. But guess what? A Tesla will never replace a Ford F-150. A Tesla cannot compete with a Ford F-150. It can't. A Tesla is not a pickup truck. All of the people that are contractors out there, all of the people that go to your house and like and they're doing like carpentry, like they're, you know, like the carpenters that you call. Guess what? They have F-150s and things like that, and like big pickup trucks that can haul luggage, other vehicles if necessary, like equipment. A Tesla is not built for that. A Tesla is not built for that stuff. Like, it's not. Like, Tesla caters to a certain market of human being. People really need to start arguing with people because nobody will listen. Of course, man, ain't no one gonna listen. Not at all. So in general, you're just wasting your time. Wait, we can not argue about going green and stuff like that, but people won't listen. People will still get cars that chew through gas and they won't care. So in general, you're just wasting your time arguing with people because they won't listen to you at all. Yeah, 100%. People really need to start arguing with people because nobody will listen. A Tesla will never be as iconic as... Oh, Mip, you know that. You know that. Come on now. Iconic? That's a whole nother class of vehicle right there. Like, those old cars, like there are like YouTube channels where they're like restoring those vehicles. Like, dude, the 1969 Mustang Boss. They call me Grubby for a reason. Can you smell what Grubby is smelling? I'm telling you, man. Like, that Camaro SS, dude. Nothing is touching those old cars, man. Nothing, because those classics, like, you'll buy like a Camaro for like $32,000. The person will say, you know, it's renovated. As long as you don't drive your Camaro will only double in value. It will only double in value because no one's making them anymore. They're finding them, they're restoring them. Now, I would love to get a Camaro, but the only issue that I would have with a Camaro is this. The gas. The gas. If they made a 4-door, like if you got like a 1969 Camaro SS or 1970s Camaro SS, and you gave it 4 doors and gave it at least 22 miles per gallon, that's a car right there. Snatch that up quick and have it be like limited edition. I really think they would sell out, cause it's the Camaro SS with like, let's say that the Camaro SS has like 600 horsepower. What's the difference between 600 horsepower and like let's say 390 horsepower. It's still a fast car. Or I say maybe 450. Horsepower 450. Take that. And it's 4-door. They may, I guarantee if they ever thought about making a Camaro like that, they would only make like 20 of them. They would only make 20. Because they would be like, yo, it's so weird to see a Camaro with 4 doors on it. A Tesla will never compare to a Hellcat. It won't. It won't. It won't in terms of in terms of look, in terms of like appeal. Tesla can't compete. It can't. But as far as electric vehicles, Tesla's dominating that. But I think Tesla already understood that though. They already understood that though. Tesla is not trying to compete with muscle cars. I'm just saying that, like, if someone had the money and they had 2 options, and like they weren't exactly an electric vehicle kind of guy, and they weren't exactly a muscle vehicle kind of guy, if they laid eyes on a Hellcat and then looked at like a Tesla Model like Y or whatever, there's a decent chance that person might just snatch up the muscle car. Unless you want to be quiet and like try to be low profile, but how can you be low profile in a Tesla? It's a Tesla. If you take a McLaren F1 and a Tesla, McLaren will always win 100%. Even if they made an electric McLaren, the McLaren will win. I've seen a McLaren in real life 2 times. Only twice. But you see more and more people getting Teslas. And Teslas are becoming a little more affordable nowadays. But I'm like, I would say, I don't like the way the Teslas look. So the only Tesla that I would get would be the 2-door coupe. There's like a 2-door Tesla where it looks like slim and like it actually looks okay. Like it doesn't look as big and goofy. Like there's like a slim one. See, Will, you may just be an electric you really want to have this competition, Will? All right. We're going to go there. All right, guys, look. I'm going to show you. Let me see.
Right.
Whoa.
This right here. This is a Tesla Model 3. 2022 edition. Now. I want to make it even. I want to make it even. I'm gonna find a white one, so that it's not like a color thing. Come on now. Tesla is not touching this car, dude. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. This is a 2022 Tesla Model 3. Compared to a 2022 McLaren. Come on, dude. Where did that white one go? Tesla is not touching this car, Will. Tesla is not touching this car at all. And there are two different categories of vehicle. Tesla is not touching this car, man. It's not gonna happen. And that's why I say that the only reason why it doesn't matter, like it really, it doesn't make sense to compare these two vehicles, is because Tesla is not appealing. Hell, see, Will, you really don't get it, man. You don't get it. You don't understand the audience that these cars are appealing to. You don't understand the audience that the car appeals to. Not everyone wants a Tesla. And the majority of Americans, to be perfectly honest, the average American can't even afford a Tesla. Why do you think that everyone that has a Tesla, or those that do have a Tesla, like they're like a lawyer? Why do you think that? Why do you think that? These people make like $100,000 a year. Your average person, your average everyday Joe, cannot afford a Tesla. They can't. But they can afford a used Challenger. Because like if you want to get a brand new model Tesla, a Tesla brand new could be anywhere like could be like your entire salary of what you make in a year. Do a Tesla versus any classic car. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll pick my favorite one. We'll pick my favorite vehicle. My favorite car. Like, well, and I'll pick, and that's just the Model 3. I'll pick a different Tesla. I guess we can use the Model Y. I want to see that. I really do want to give it a fair chance to just find a Tesla that actually looks all right. I think the Model S Tesla is the most attractive Tesla, to be honest. Look, now this is a 2022 Tesla Model S. Look alright, right? Looks alright. Now let's pull up the baby. A 19.
One day the world will be controlled by Elon Musk and be rich people only on Mars, only driving with Tesla.
And I'm gonna try to take it easy on you. A 1970 Dodge Charger RT. The Tesla is not compete. I don't really like this color. That color I don't really like. You do have to find like a renovated model. Now I would say that with that face, I don't like that face. It needs the other lights. Like this right here. This right here. You can't tell me that this car is not competing with the Tesla. And this is basically standard. That's basically standard. Where did that Tesla just go? But now, it's just the Charger. Let's go. Let's look at the Mustang Boss. Nah, what I should... Come on, dude. The first picture. The first picture. Even though I don't really like the blue, but... Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Tesla is not more appealing. They're two different people that we're talking about. Like this all black one? I mean, that's not a real thing. But 1969. Come on, dude. Like, come on, man. I'm really just trying to find like regular pictures, but like all of the pictures that I see are absolutely just filthy. I don't like that. I don't like the silver. Didn't what's his name? Dom in the Fast 5 movie. Dominic Toretto's car. Ew. I actually don't like that one. That person did something to it. Why I gotta have things in front of it? But dude, I'm telling you, son. It's two different like audiences that you're appealing to. But I'm telling you, like, you can't sit there and tell me that if you saw this in your driveway, like, come on now. If you had this in your driveway, dude. Man, enough said, man. Tesla appeals to a certain audience of people, and it's a luxury car. Like, it's a luxury car, so they're going to appeal to, oh, car looks so nice. Car looks so nice. And if you want to be honest, a Tesla starts to look like an Aston Martin after a while. Like, I can find an Aston Martin that looks just like that. You should add emotional damage to the sound alerts. Tesla for the win. No, man, no. No. Wi-Fi is talking some nonsense. Tesla for the win. Maybe this Tesla in this color. But guess what? Like I said, all of the other Tesla models are ugly. They're all goofy. The Tesla Model S is the only one. Like I said, I think this is a two-door, right? Is this one in particular a two-door? But you know, it is a luxury vehicle, but and it actually looks like they're learning. Like, it looks like it has a sport rim. No, I mean, no, a sport tire, and it looks like it has actual rims. A lot of the Tesla vehicles have ugly rims. And they don't all of the Teslas don't even look like this. This is the only Tesla that is appealing. All of the other ones are ugly. So on the balance of probabilities, Tesla is losing to a classic vehicle. It really is.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Hey, you can hate all you want. You can hate all you want. But like this bad boy right here, show the world the picture. This bad boy right here. Come on now. Come on now. Why would a vehicle basically have 5 stars? What is this, like 4.8, almost like 4.5 stars? Why would a car so old still be pushing numbers like this, pushing ratings like this? Because there is nothing touching this car, man. I can't even zoom in on this page. There is nothing touching this car. A Camaro, no, what is it? A Tesla. I don't care. You could come up with a Tesla Model 2025. It's not touching the Camaro SS, dude. It's not. It really isn't. The Camaro is not something to play with, son. It is not. Look at that. Look at this nasty orange. See you later, Wi-Fi. Look at this nasty orange, dude. It's a 1970 Chevrolet Camaro SS. What's the price point? What's the price point? You gotta search it up in the auction, man. This car is absolutely disgusting. Look at the tail. Dirty. Yo, look. Tesla's not touching this. Tesla's not, and this orange is disgusting, dude. Tesla is not, what you mean it's fake? It's not fake. This is a real car. Tesla is not touching this car, man. That car right there looks way better than that black one. I'm telling you, like, and the funny thing is, that Camaro is probably just as fast as that Tesla. Maybe on takeoff, the Tesla because it's a 2022. That car probably has more. It probably has like. Actually, yeah, no, because the Teslas do have instant takeoff because like there's no engine, so they don't really have that. But as far as like looks and what it sounds like, you come on now. If you saw that Camaro next to that Tesla, I guarantee you're gonna be eyeballing the Camaro. You're gonna be eyeballing the Camaro because the Camaro stands out. That Camaro has history, and unlike the Tesla, that Camaro will appreciate if you don't touch it. I give you like 2 times to drive that car. You park that car in the garage. Someone like stumbles upon. Oh, are you willing to sell your Camaro? Yeah, I'm selling this Camaro 5 times more than what that 2022 Tesla sold with 0 mileage. Like, stop playing with them, Will. Stop playing with them. It doesn't matter, a Tesla or a Charger, anything, as long as you have a car, that is good enough for you. Nothing is gonna win over one another. I agree. I disagree, Nitro. I disagree. I would say in terms of long-term investment, a classic car is like a win-win, because all of the cars today, when you get a car and you take it off the lot, you can't sell that car for what you got it for. Like if you buy a car for $2,000, you can't resell that car for $2,000 because the minute you take a car off a lot, it depreciates in value. It's almost half of what it's worth the minute you take it off. Now a Camaro, you can buy a Camaro for $20,000, fix it up, test drive it, and you can sell that car for double what you bought it for, although it had mileage on it. So like in terms of like long-term investment, like a classic car wins all day every day. In terms of like long-term investment. But in terms of like whatever you want right then and there, I suppose it's up to you. Here we go again. We're playing Geometry Dash. Myth says do a Civic Type R 1996. Again. And I lost again! Let me look it up. I've never seen this car, let alone a 1996. Oh, this right here? Oh, this car? Civic Type R 1996. Let me bring it to the big screen. I got you guys. Look at this black one, though. It's ridiculous, man. And this is the car. This is that car parked. That's the engine looking clean. And look, it's a small car, but I know it zips. I know this car moves. Are you guys sending in levels for Geometry Dash? And then Will went right ahead and sent in a level 2, knowing that this is a just chatting. We are not playing levels. Our buddy Anton Builder. But if the community wants to play that level, then they can. But yours truly won't be playing it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And I know that at the end of the day, it's really just, to each their own. Like, like whatever type of car you like, hey, that's the car that you like. As long as you don't like deem someone else the enemy for liking what they like, it's just for me, I'm more of a muscle car kind of guy. Like I I like what the engine sounds like in the car. Like when I play like car games, Need for Speed, anything like that, I go for the muscle cars because the engine, and because I know that there are a lot of people out there that don't really. There's a significant amount of people that like the classic cars, but I do think that it's that audience doesn't get as much shine because people are always looking for what's new, what's fast, what's flashy, and like these classic cars on average aren't like the classic cars aren't really that flashy until you see one. When you see one, it's like, I know for a fact that is not a Camaro SS. Just the other day, you guys will not believe what I saw the other day. The other day I saw it had to be a Camaro. I think it was a Camaro, but it was a police cruiser though. It was like one of those old classic police cruisers, and I'm like, I've never seen one of those before. And it was like up here. I'm like, what is a car like that doing all the way up here? That's a relic. That car is a relic. It says Supra RZ 97 is a classic. A Supra RZ. $1997. Oh, the Toyota Supra. Yeah. That's the classic, dude. That was actually my brother's favorite car is a Supra. And then after that is a Corvette. But I think it's the 2002 Corvette. That's not real. It's a relic, man. And like just the back of the car is like clean, man. It's clean. And to think that a Supra is from Toyota. Welcome back, Dragon. What, man? That's what I'm saying. Like, it really depends on what you like, but like I just don't like electric vehicles. I just don't like them. I see the point in getting a car like that, but no. I want to hear the engine. I want to hear the purr, though. I want to hear that, okay? That's what I want to hear. That's exciting. I don't want to be driving to hear this. That's boring. That's boring. I just lost 14 viewers from that. Like I don't want to be in a car and not hear nothing. I was spinning my sibling's friend on a swing in our yard, and that was my workout for the day. See, my workout for the day. Beat, pop, blow, uppercuts. That was my workout for the day. Dang it, I ran out of something to drink. But yeah, like, it really depends, guys. Why pay for a membership when you can do that? Or Drago, if you have let's say you have an Oculus Rift, like someone I know. Just get this boxing game called Creed. Your arms will be noodle. Like you see my shoulder right now? Oh, round 1, round 2, round... Oh!
Help. Help me. My shoulder is bony and my bony is bony. Help. Help.
Like, just play that. I'm telling you, like, your arms will feel like noodles when you're done. But I'm telling you, man, like as I got older, like you know how like you have like your dream car. Like as I got older, like my dream car just it kept changing, but like my dream car was always something affordable. Like my dream car was never something exotic. Like I used to like the Lamborghinis, but then I'm like I like the Lamborghinis, but then every time I played a video game, like I wouldn't go for the Lamborghinis. I always went for the muscle cars. And I'm like, you know what? That's our buddy Axe. Welcome, Axe. But ever since then, I'm like, I like muscle cars. I don't like tuners, and I don't like the exotics really. VR equals gamers workout 100%. Drago, like I'm telling you, I was so hot and so tired from playing that game. I got off. But then I didn't learn my lesson because I went back in to fight some more. Dragon says, I want an Oculus Quest 2 so I can get Blades of Sorcery, and that can be a workout. Drago says, gamers, VR is gamers workout. Prove me wrong. I finally got done with the 12 arcade machine bosses on the game you saw one time on my stream. Nitro, you be grinding, man. Nitro, that actually makes me wonder, how are you doing? How's the channel doing? Nitro, you're getting in. You're getting in, Nitro. I'm getting a job soon, so I can save up for that. Save the beanie weenies, Drago, because not only will you have to get the Oculus Rift, but you'll have to get the video game too. So you gotta save and then save some more. And to my knowledge, the controllers take AA batteries. So make sure you get your batteries, and they better be Duracell only. Maybe Duracell, Energizers. I think Panasonic is a decent one too. Just stick with those 3 batteries. Don't get gold edition batteries. I've never even heard of gold edition batteries. I'm pretty sure that those gold editions are actually copper editions. Stick with a name brand battery, like a battery that you know. And besides, I like the way the Duracell battery looks anyway. Don't play Gorilla Tag if you want to keep a working VR headset. Try not to. Take the advice. Take the advice from our buddy Axe. I plan for saving for the cost of my entire collage time, so I don't need a student loan. See, the thing is, what's going to end up happening is they're going to see that you're working, and they're going to reduce how much money you can qualify for. So the best thing for you to do is get the job, save up as much money as you can, and in addition to that, there's something that they call a EOF program. It's like a student college assistance program. Try to do that. Because depending on how much money you make and how much money like you're bringing in, you'll get financial aid, and then you'll get some assistance through like what they would call, like in my state they call it an EOF program. I don't know if it's the same for all states, but you have your financial aid and then you have the EOF program, and then those two things.
Hi guys, Cowboy is cool. I care at Cowboy's mental health and cares about mine.
In combination with the financial aid and the assistance that you'll get from the EOF program, maybe you may have to take out a loan, or you probably don't. But if you do, it'll probably be super small. But like the advice that someone gave me that I did not take, because it's pretty stupid to do it. I'm going to give you the correct advice. If you have to take out a loan, and I don't have to pause the music. If you have to take out a loan for school, only take out what you need. Prime example, so you know what I'm talking about. If you go to college and you have to pay a bill, and your balance is $1,500, and they say, here is what you're eligible for. You are eligible to take out a $3,500 loan. Take out $1,500. Do not take out the full loan. Only take out what you need.
Right.
Whoa.
And the reason why I say only take out what you need is because that is smart borrowing. And in the future, that will reduce how much you'll be paying back in the future as well. Don't ever take out more than what you need. You don't want to do that. Now, I will say this. If you want to take out more than what you need, I would say I will only allow for you to take out 500 extra than what you need. Don't take out 1,000 extra. Take out 500 extra, okay? So, once using the same example, if your bill is $1,500, your max $2,000. $210 if I'm feeling festive. Do not take out the full loan, man. A lot of people, like, you'll have people telling you, oh, hey, you should take out the whole thing because what you don't spend, you get back. Okay. What good is a $1,500 check that I got back from school knowing that that is excess loans, excess loan money that I didn't spend? So what I should do is pocket that and hold on to it. Why would I got a $1,500 check. Let me go spend it. That's stupid. Because you owe that money. You owe that. Only take out what you need, so you're never borrowing more than what you absolutely need. Like, don't do that, man. Because when you do go to college, guess what? Every year you can take out a loan. Are you gonna take out $3,500 every year? You just added $14,000 to your name when you could have just added maybe 10. If you take out what you need, only take out what you need, man. I'm telling you. And whatever you don't have, get yourself out there, get a job, and try to, and like, if you're taking out loans, you should only take out what you need to cover your balance, and then just get yourself a work study job, and then your work study job is gonna be used for you feeding yourself. That's it. Only take out school loans for school. Don't take out no school loan and then you get a refund check and go spend that on some new sneakers. No, like go put that in the savings. Put it somewhere where you know you're not gonna touch it, because you're going to have to pay that back. That's not free money for you to just spend. And that's what someone told me. He said, I would have just took out the whole thing and then when I get the refund check, I just go spend it. No, like I'm not you, and I'm not stupid, okay? That may be good in a moment, but you're gonna have to pay back that $1,500. But ladies and gentlemen, look, it's starting to get late. It is currently 11:50. I want all of you guys to take it easy for the rest of the night because you guys already know what we're playing tomorrow. I need to go blow my nose. That's number one. Because my nose is getting on my nerves. You thought I was going to say nose. But ladies and gentlemen, listen. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning into the Just Chatting stream. Our stream did not fall, which is absolutely amazing. We talked about cars. We talked a little bit about what we're going to be streaming later on. We're going to be streaming some Metal Gear Revengeance. We still have to finish up Resident Evil 2. And then somewhere in there, I'm going to see what else we have to stream. But you guys know that tomorrow is Geometry Dash. You know that. And we're going to be playing that. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Grubby. I will see you guys in the morning.